Okay. So a quick recap of the 18th MCQ. It was a club's financial year, and during the year ended 31st July 2000, the following subscriptions were received. There were 3 subscriptions received, and the basic principle is that in the receipts and payment account, which is the alternate name for bank, for the name of bank, we don't use the name of use the T account of bank in not-for-profit organization. The name of bank in not-for-profit organization is receipts and payment account, and we received these three subscription in 2018. So 20 plus 50 plus 3400, the correct answer will be 3470. So 18 is D is the correct option. Okay, I hope it is clear to you.
Yeah.
A trader does not keep full accounting records. How can credit purchases for his first year of trading be calculated? Okay, how it can be done? Do you can you guess the answer, or should I go first?
I can try first.
Okay, you can try. Okay, Gia, let me give you the principle how to solve this. The principle for
Yeah.
this is that you make the two sides of the T account in your mind. Okay,
Okay.
we make
Okay.
creditors a T account. Creditors T account, we get the balance BD on the credit side, we get the purchases on the credit side. Apart from that, everything is on the debit side. Now you can go for this answer. Think like this.
Okay. So then, here we're gonna have, we would have to add checks paid with discount received. Then,
What about the balance CD? Is it written on the same side?
isn't it? So
Yes.
we have,
What will you do
yeah.
with?
So we have,
Will add or deduct?
we have to add, right?
Okay, we'll add that. Checks paid plus discount received plus amount owing to suppliers at year, and we'll add that. Sir, but one thing is remaining, that is the balance at the start of the year. We should deduct that, don't you think? Because that's on the
Mm,
opposite side in the T account. Should we deduct that?
that only if they ask us, right?
No, I'm saying that balance BD is on the credit side of the T account. And in order to get the purchases, we should deduct that so that the only amount which is remaining will be purchases on the credit side. Don't you think?
Right.
So, but we will not deduct that. Why? Because he's saying the trader does not keep full accounting records. Second sentence is saying how can credit purchases for his first year? For the first year, there will not be any balance BD. There will not be any balance starting at the T account. Okay, so that's why it's not deducted the balance at the start because there was no balance as such.
Right.
If you get this MCQ, the correct option is A.
So answer is A. Okay.
Okay, correct. So we'll move forward. The correct option is A. We'll move forward to the 20th. That's the easiest one, I guess. A trader provided the following information: revenue 1 lakh rupees, $1 lakh, sorry, cost of sales $60,000, gross profit $40,000, and profit for the year $20,000. What was the markup? Markup is a percentage of cost. The gross profit
Yeah.
as a percentage of cost. So 40,000 divided by 60,000 into 100. Let me get the answer for this. It would be, let me calculate that. 40,000 divided by 60,000, it would be 66.67, which is D. Okay. Markup is
Okay.
calculated in such a way, the formula for markup is gross profit divided by cost of sales into 100.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the formula which we studied in ratios part. So the correct option is D in this. 21. Which statements about ordinary shares are correct? Ordinary shares are the common shareholders. That is the owner of the company. They are the owners of the company. We have not completed limited companies so far, but I'm giving you an idea of this. So you will not be able to solve this. That's why I'll solve this and see.
Okay.
First is if a company is wound up, ordinary shares are repaid after debentures. They are repaid after debentures. Why? Because ordinary shareholders are the owners. If any amount is left out in the end, then only they are paid out of that amount. Otherwise, if there is nothing remaining after paying all the creditors, after paying all the persons from whom we took the loan, So we will not get anything if there is nothing left behind. So the A option, the first one, is correct. That ordinary shareholders are repaid after debentures. Yes, correct. Ordinary shares are a non-current liability of the company. No, they are the owners. They cannot be the non-current liability of the company. The holders of ordinary shares are the owners of company. Do you agree with this?
Mm, no, right?
I told you now at this moment that ordinary shares are the owners of the company, the holders of our ordinary shares. Now, 2 minutes.
But what about the shares which everybody else buys? What are they then? Shareholders.
Gia, I have not given you the idea of the company's topic. There are certain types of shareholders, but in our O levels, in our IGCSE, there are only two types: preference
Okay.
shareholders and ordinary shareholders. Preference
Okay.
shareholders, they get a fixed percentage of dividend, that is the share of profit every year. If there is profit, then they will get this fixed percentage of share, and that is guaranteed to them. But ordinary shareholders, they get the profit whatever is left after the preference shareholders have received the amount, the percentage of share. Okay. So in short, ordinary shareholders are the owners of the company. So one is correct, three is correct. So the option which is right is A,
Yeah.
21A. Next, 22. Which items are included in the equity section of the statement of financial position of a limited company? So you have not done this, but I'll tell you this thing. Which items are included in balance sheet? That is the statement of financial position. Ordinary shares are included. Retained earnings are included, but not debentures, not credit current liabilities. No. Ordinary shares are included, retained earnings are included, and debentures, no, not debentures. Ordinary shares and retained earnings only. So I think, according to me, C is the correct option because these two items come in the equity section. Ordinary shares are the amount of money owners have invested, and retained earnings means whatever profit came in that particular year, you have retained that. Okay, retain means you have invested back the profit in the business. You have kept it aside for yourself. So that is termed as retained earnings.
Okay.
During the financial year, a manufacturing company's payment included the following: purchase of a new machine, running cost of the machine. Where would these appear in the financial statement prepared at the end of year? See, this concept is again telling us about the revenue and capital expenditure, but he has asked smartly. Revenue expenditure means an expenditure which keeps on recurring, which has a recurring nature, which happens again and again every year. But a capital expenditure means a purchase of a non-current asset or an addition to a non-current asset.
Right.
So now can you tell me, we only record non-current assets in balance sheet in the statement of financial position, and we record the expenses in the income statement. Now you tell me, where would you record these things, the two items?
Where we're gonna record the machine and the okay.
Yes.
That we see.
Mhm. C, you are saying C. Machine is,
Yeah.
yes, correct. Correct option. Good. I hope I've explained well. But
Yes.
there's one problem in that. What is the
What
problem?
is it?
The problem in that is that running cost of machine is used in a factory. Do you agree with that?
Yeah.
So it would be in the manufacturing account. Okay. So why
Manufacturing.
not income statement? I'll answer that question. Income statement is not there. The reason is that income statement involves the trading of everything, trading of goods. Okay, buying from A person, selling it to B person. In between, we make a profit margin. So that's why we cannot put it in income statement. But running cost of machine is only added in the manufacturing account because obviously it is done for the manufacturing purpose.
Right.
Clear on this?
Yeah, got it.
Which group contains only indirect cost? We have done that. Yes.
But
Yeah,
yeah.
you can tell me.
That is gonna be one, I think C.
Yes, correct option. Why? Because depreciation of machinery is indirect. We cannot trace it to one product. Factory rent, we cannot trace it to one product. It's general. Wages of factory supervisors, we cannot trace it to one product. It's general for the whole business. So correct. A factory employee records his time of arrival and departure each day. Which document is used for recording his hours of work? We have not done this, and this topic has been eliminated from our accounts topic. So it is clock card. Obviously, clock cards means whenever you are coming and whenever you are going. So 25 is A. This has been eliminated from our syllabus. Which
Okay.
items are statutory deductions from an employee's gross pay? This is also skipped from our syllabus. So it is D, income tax and social security contribution. So skip that. Don't understand this. This is not necessary. A trader provided the following information. What was the rate of turnover of inventory? The rate of turnover of inventory is cost of sales divided by average inventory. Average inventory, how do we get it? Opening inventory plus closing inventory divided by 2. And cost of sales is given in the question. So 38,000 divided by 2 means,
Uh,
I guess, 19,000. Okay.
90, right.
42,000 divided by 19,000. What is the answer?
1 second. Mm,
This is a formula of which has been
it's
taught to you in
2.21.
it's 19,000. Let me
B, answer is B.
2.21 times. Always the answer is in times. So it is,
2.21
yes, it's B. Correct.
times.
Now we'll move forward. I'll try my level best that we finish all of these in today's class. A business provided the following information about this percentage of growth, gross profit to sales. 40% in year one, for 38% in year two, 30 year 3, 35%. What could explain the changes in the percentage of gross profit to sales? Cost of sales is decreasing, expenses are increasing, quantity of goods sold is decreasing, and the last is selling price is increasing. What do you think?
Um, so if I think cost of sales is increasing, decreasing, sorry.
How come cost of sales is decreasing when the gross profit itself is also decreasing? If the cost of sales is decreasing, the
Right.
gross profit should increase.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's
So
discuss
that's
one by one. Let's discuss one by one. Cost of
yeah.
sales, if it increases, if it decreases, so it will increase the gross profit. So this cannot be a right option. Expenses are decreasing. Expenses have nothing to do with this gross profit because they are written after the gross profit. Quantity of goods sold is decreasing. No, we cannot say this thing. Quantity of goods sold is decreasing. Why we cannot say this quantity of goods sold is decreasing? The reason is that
Um,
even if the quantity of goods sold is decreasing, so the gross profit would not affect that. The reason is that because our cost of sales is stagnant, so we'll not get get major change in that. Yeah, we can get a change, but obviously to not the greater extent. And the last is selling price is decreasing. This is something which directly affects the gross profit. So D is the correct option in this scenario.
okay.
Next is a business values its inventory at the lower of cost and net realizable value. Which accounting principle is being applied? These are the topics of accounting principles which we have not covered so far. The accounting principle which is applied is prudence. Record the anticipated or expected losses as soon as possible, but do not record the revenue until and unless it is realized. This is prudence concept.
Yeah.
Okay. And the last is, what is the purpose of international accounting standards? The purpose of this is to make it easier to compare financial statements prepared in different countries so that they all should be on one page. The format should be same and the things should be same in such a way that we can compare every information. It should not happen that the informations are distorted in every country and we cannot compare.